Continuing our look around the BC Hockey League season previews for 2016-17. Up next is the Chilliwack Chiefs, joined right now by the GM and head coach of the Chiefs. It is Jason Tatarnic. Jason, hey, thanks so much for taking the time to chat here.
Oh, anytime. Not a problem at all.
So we are on the cusp here of a new season for your team and every other team in the BCHL. When it came to putting your roster together for this season, what sort of holes were you looking to fill with recruiting?
Well, we felt we had a good core returning up front. We were returning 7 forwards, so we thought we had a good core coming back. So we wanted to surround those players with some other good players. So then we went a little bit older up front with our recruiting efforts up there, and we were able to land some key recruits from Salisbury.
When it comes to putting together the Chilliwack Chiefs for your team, what is the philosophy, or what is it that all goes together in terms of recruiting, putting this Chiefs team together?
Yeah, we try to find good character kids, and we're not looking for the superstars, but we want to find kids that work hard, that have a good skill set, but not necessarily, they don't have to be superstars for us. So, we concentrate on good people, good work ethic, and we believe if we put good people in our dressing room, we're going to have good people on the ice, we're going to have good teammates, and that's going to allow us to be successful.
Given the way that the season ended for your club last year, what did you learn from last season, and did you realize that there might be something that you need to change in terms of style or philosophy or anything like that?
No, I think the BCHL is known for being a fast, skilled league, and I'm not going to sacrifice that to win a championship, and because basically we're a feeder system for the NCAA and major juniors, so we want to develop players and develop skill, and if you're doing that well, you'll be able to succeed and make it far in the playoffs. So no, we're not going to change how we do things. Just to win the ultimate prize of a championship. We know that we have to develop some players here and move them on.
Now, Jordan Kawaguchi was originally set to head off to Providence College for this season, but now you've got him back. Your captain from last year, 83 points. Is it an understatement to say that that's huge that he's coming back to your team?
Yeah, we're pretty happy about it. I'm not going to lie. Here we don't care when the player goes on to college hockey or when they leave to continue their development. So, if he decides that he wants to come back, so obviously we're going to take him back. And anytime you can add a player that scored 45 goals for you the previous year, you have some instant offense in your lineup. So, he's going to be one of the best players in the league. That's not a secret. So, we're extremely happy, and he's a big piece in our puzzle.
In getting to the final for your club last year, and you look at a guy like Kawaguchi, 24 points in 20 playoff games, for guys like him and some of the other veterans that you've got returning to your club, do they feel like there's some unfinished business there?
We actually talked about that yesterday in our practice. Like I said, we're not going to change how we build our team, but one thing I'll say about West Kelowna, I thought they worked a little bit harder than us in that final, and you have to give them all the credit in the world. And I said that's going to be the focus for us this year is our work ethic. I thought it was pretty darn good last year, but we have to raise it a level. So I think that's the feeling coming back. That we were close, but we have to work extremely hard just to get there, and have to work even harder to win.
What can fans expect from this Chilliwack Chiefs team this season compared to last?
I think up front, I think we're very well rounded, very similar to last year. Maybe, everyone gets pretty excited at the beginning of the year, and sometimes we always think we're a little bit better than what we are. But I think we might be a little bit deeper up front, skill-wise. But I think we're going to be a little bit smaller on the back end than we were, and we're going to be a little bit younger. But I think we're going to be very mobile back there. So I think we'll be very similar to what we were last year, and we replaced Aiden Polino with another 20-year-old goaltender. So, we believe we're pretty solid up front on the D-core and net.
If you could pinpoint one strength of this 2016-17 team that you're still piecing together, but if you could pinpoint one strength of this club, what would you say it is?
Well, we think it's speed right now, but that's the jury's. The jury has to still make a verdict on that. But when we face the other teams, we feel we're fast. We feel we have some skill. So we're hoping that we can attack teams with our speed and defend with our speed. So that's the mindset of the coaching staff, and hopefully that will translate.
Who are some of the returning players that you've got? I mean, obviously it's a no-brainer to look at a guy like Kawaguchi and see the impact that he can have, given that he was one of the top scorers in the league last year. But who have you got coming back to your team that maybe this season is being put into a bigger role, or you've challenged them to maybe embrace a bigger role and have a bigger impact night in and night out? Is there someone there or a handful of players returning that you're expecting that from?
Yeah, definitely. I think, Colin Olszewski was a good player for us last year, but we're going to lean on him a little bit more for some more offense. I think Lyndon Hoare can add more offense, along with Smith, who they both played together, and they're one of our big lines last year in the playoffs. And then both of those guys are back, and then we're fortunate enough to have Cale Kane come back too. That he was supposed to go to college, and definitely he put up some numbers, but we're expecting him to put up some more numbers up front. So, you have those guys, and then definitely on the back end, it's Arsenal and McCarthy as our 20-year-olds. Where they have to be our top guys every night.
How important is it to have a number of players return, guys who know the expectations, know what the organization's about, know what the community's about, maybe are familiar with yourself, your coaching staff, and the system? Is that an important piece in putting the team together?
Yeah, I think so. The one name I didn't mention there was Jesse Lansdale, and for example, he understands our expectations of the coaching staff, and he was putting some extra work into after practice was over last night. So, that's important. That the players from last year understand how we operate, and they have to translate that to or communicate that to the new players within our dressing room, on the ice, within the community, and. We're big believers that we're big faces in this community and in the British Columbia. So, we remind kids all the time that you're going to be a person longer than you're a hockey player. So we want to be extremely good people, and a lot starts with veterans teaching the new players how we operate here.
You've got 3 players on your roster right now that are from the Fraser Valley, from Abbotsford. Is that by design, or is that simply a coincidence?
Yeah, I think it's just a coincidence. I think we're all the same. We're going to try and find the best hockey players we can, and the best, who we believe are the best hockey players. And if they're from Terrace, BC, or if they're from Abbotsford, or if they're from Mission or Hope, we're going to try and find them and get them on our team. So, we're not going to just concentrate in one area. We're just going to try and find the best guys that we can.
Doesn't hurt, though, does it?
No, it doesn't. Having that proximity to us for some more fan base, but it's always nice to develop local talent, though.
Now, with the guys that you've brought in as recruits, with the returnees and some of the players that you've acquired, do you find that there's a personality already with this group, or is it a bit too early to say? We've practiced twice and scrimmaged twice, so
I think the teams, they're developing an identity already about how we play the game, and that's important because that's the first step. Once you find what your identity is, you gotta become very good at it and grow with it. So you kind of have to figure out what you are and keep on developing that concept, because it's hard to change midway through the season. We're big believers. This is how we play, and this is how we're gonna play all year, and let's be consistent with it.
One last thing before I let you go, Jason. What does it mean to be a Chilliwack Chiefs player?
Well, I think there's 3 things that we take pride in. That's first of all, we want to be hard workers. You have to be a hard worker. Number 2, you have to be a good person, good teammate. Number 3, you have to have a goal. We want our players to have goals to play college hockey or make it to the next level. And if they have dreams to be NHL players, let's strive to be that. we want to be our biggest competitors within our dressing room with each other and with ourselves. So that's what we try and stress, and I do believe the players take that to heart and try to live up to those.
Jason Tatarnic, the general manager and head coach of the Chilliwack Chiefs, season preview looking ahead to 2016-17. Jason, thanks so much for doing this, and best of luck this season.
Oh, thank you. Anytime.